She's not going to be smoking it. She's going to be eating it. There's a huge, huge difference.
So how do you do that? I mean, how do you not get in trouble? Okay.
I just give it to them.
So we can work that out?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, because here's the thing. I wanted to ask you a question. Serious.
Okay.
So I played all of that, every bit of our time together to Jana, who has the knees. And the,
Garlic in the mint. It's a really between the two of them, it kind of gives it almost a rosemary taste to it. And I've actually eaten one of his dog biscuits just to make sure that it'd be good.
When did I see you?
If she's been
Easter. So I gave it to her Sunday night. Easter night she started.
So and if she started on that cookie then, until now, that's not made with bubble hash. That's made with butane hash oil, which is it's a closed loop system where they push all the medicine out through this tube. And then they bake it in the oven to cook off all the BHO and stuff. And a reason for that is because if you're going to start on OxyContin, prime example, if you're going to start on OxyContin as a pill, doctor's going to give you what he knows for sure is going to take away your pain. Mm-hmm. But most people will be, well, that OxyContin's too much, so I break it in half, and dosage it myself. So if you know that a cookie's got, a quarter of a gram of hash oil in it, which is it's 42% stronger than eating a cookie made from pot butter. So you add 42% to that. So a whole cookie will make you see colors, will watch you melt the walls and stuff like that. So I tell people not to do that. Just take a nibble.
That's what she's been doing, and this is what I asked her yesterday. I go, how do you think? She goes, well, I think I need to eat more at a time.
Yeah, because
she went slow, like you said.
My dosage is a quarter of a cookie a day. I eat a quarter of a cookie in the morning, and I can get 8 hours of work done at a time without.
And then
a problem.
you take another in 8 hours.
And then I do it. Sometimes I'll do a quarter of a cookie. Sometimes if I'm really feeling like I overworked myself a little bit too much, then I'll do a half a cookie and stay home and not get behind the wheel. But that's the biggest thing is if you're eating more than a quarter of a cookie, you shouldn't get behind the wheel of a car. That's an absolute. But the thing about the cookies is this: take them out of the packaging and you put them into a Ziploc baggie. You can take them on an airplane with you. You can take them on a trip with you. And you're able to medicate wherever you're at.
Can you do that in your carry-on luggage?
Yeah,
or is it better in your luggage?
A lot of people do. I mean, it's like you're just putting a cookie in a Ziploc bag.
It's not like they can test it for pot in your...
They're not going to do that.
Anyway, they're looking for metal.
Their idea is, shit, if you're going to be calm on the plane, go ahead and do it.
Right.
But it's like Oregon, being a medical state. If I was flying from here to Connecticut being a medical state, as long as I have a direct flight from here to there, I can take my cannabis with me. Watch the front legs. See how he steps high like that?
Yeah.
The reason that he steps high like that is because the muscle's constricted right here. Mm-hmm. You ever thought about giving your dog pot?
Pot?
Yeah.
No.
See how he's stepping like that?
Yeah.
Because the muscles are right here. Don't stop flexing. They stay flexed. You give him a little cannabis in his dog food, and that'll lighten that up, and you'll notice it'll start acting like a puppy. He's 10. And you can't tell when he gets out and moves around.
They're both 10 and a half.
I'm going to be making medicated dog biscuits here that are going to be available after July 1st, after legalization goes.
Yeah.
And they're pretty much made to weight, the weight of the dog. So for him, he gets a whole tablespoon of medicated olive oil in his dog biscuit mix, whereas like a little dog that's 20-25 pounds lighter is only going to get like half of that, like a teaspoon or something. But you'll notice that that will loosen up on him, and if you notice, it's turning one direction is easier for him to turn in the other direction. See how the leg kind of extends out this way when he goes to step, when he turns to the right. It's just because all that muscle is just all tensed right up, and no matter how much you massage it, it's still going to go back to that as soon as he starts moving again.
Interesting.
He was a big jumper. He's always been a big jumper.
No.
Like to jump up on top of things.
Oh, they get up on the furniture.
Yeah,
that's where they live.
So that's probably that could be very well what it was. It's just getting up on furniture, hopping on top of a doghouse, stuff like that. It's the impact coming down. The muscle's got to stretch.
Jumping it out of the truck.
Stretches. If it stays stretched out, then it'll swell up. And once it swells up, then it'll stay tight.
Kai, pop, come on, this way.
Hi, Cash. Good to